am Sada Sharav and welcome to Sada Learning Hub. Today's session we are going to learn transient keyword in the serialization concept. Transient keyword. While performing the serialization, if we don't want to serialize the value of a particular variable, then we should declare that variable with the transient keyword. At the time of serialization, JVM ignores the original value of transient variable and save default value. That is the transient means not to serialize. Here transient means not to serialize. Next, I'm going to discuss about static versus transient. Transient variables are not participated in the serialization concept. Here static versus transient. Static variables is not a part of object state. Hence, they won't participate in the serialization. Because of this, declaring a static variable as a transient, this, this is no use. Static versus transient means static variables is not a part of an object state. Hence, they won't participate in the serialization. Because of this, declaring a static variable as a transient, there is no use. Next, I'm going to discuss about transient versus final variables will be participated into a serialization directly by their values. Hence, declaring a final variable as a transient, there is no use. Why? Because final variables will be participated into the serialization directly by their values. Hence, declaring a final variables, there is a transient, there is no use. Now, I can show one example here. If you see this example, I'm creating a static transient int I is equal to 0. I'm creating a dog object implementing from the serializable interface. In this static transient, I'm creating a integer variable. I'm giving a modifier is static transient. Creating a one more instance variable j. I'm giving a final transient variable. Now I'm started the serialization here by using the file output stream and object output stream. See here, this is the file output stream and object output stream. Now I'm creating an object of dog. After that, I'm creating a file output stream object. After that, I'm creating a object output stream. It takes the file output stream. I'm writing the dog object into the object output stream. Now D1 is a serializable object. After that, I'm deserializing the dog object by using the file input stream and object input stream. I'm creating a file input stream object here. After that, I'm creating a object input stream. It takes the file input stream. I'm deserializing by using object our object input stream dot read object. Whenever we are calling the read object, it automatically deserialized. Now I'm printing d2.i and d2.j. It prints whenever we are compiling this program. It's fine. Now I'm running this program. It gives output is 10, 20. It gives output. This one is output. Why? Because if you see this, I'm creating an our dog object. It is a serializable object. I'm creating static transient variable and as a final transient variable. If you are creating static transient variable, there is no use. Why? Because static variables is not participated. Sorry, static variable is not a part of object state. Hence, it won't participate in the serialization. Static variable. Static variable won't participated in the serialization. Why? Because these are not part of object state. Now, if you come with the final transient variable, here also there is no use. Why? Because final variables will be participated into the serialization directly by their values. That's why there is no use of final transient variable. Whenever we are putting static final before the transient variables, there is no use. It automatically participated in the serialization and the deserialization concept. Now, here I can show some examples. If you are declaring plain variables int a is equal 0 and int j is equal 0, those are successfully participated in the serialization and deserialization concept. If you are declaring transient int I is equal 0, int j is equal 0, transient variables are not participated in the serialization concept. Whenever we are writing the object into the uh, file output stream and object output stream, automatically it takes the default value. Whenever we are writing the serializing the object, it stores the default value. Whenever we are deserializing what the values are available in that object, serializable object, it prints. Now whenever we are serializing these two variables, transient int value and normal int j value, it stores the serialization object into 0 and 20. Why? Because I is the transient variable. That's why. Next, if you see this one, transient int I is equal 0 and transient static int j is equal 0. See here, this is whenever we are serializing these two values, transient int I is equal 0. It is stores the 0. Why? Because I is the transient. J is not transient. Before that, static is there. That's why static variables are not participated in the serialization. Whenever we are putting the static, automatically it participated in the serialization. The transient is neglected. That's why whenever we are participated in this variable into the serialization, it stores the 20. That's why the output is 0, 20. Next we are going to the another one, transient final int I is equal 0 and transient into j is equal 0. Whenever you are serializing this object, automatically it stores the 10. Why? Because final variables are not participated in the serialization. Whenever you are putting the transient, there is no use. That's why whenever this is the transient into j is equal 0, by default it stores the 0. Next we can go this example, transient final int I is equal 0 and transient static into j is equal 0. These are final and transient variables must and should participate in the serializations. Whenever we are putting the before transient final, after transient final and static, transient is neglected. That's why it is successfully serialized. Means 10 and 20 successfully serialized. Whenever you are deserializing, it prints the 10 and 20. Finally, transient is used to neglect the serialization, and static and final variables are not serializable. There is no use. Whenever you are putting the before the static and final variables, there is no use.
Thank you so much watching this video. Hope this lesson helpful to you. Keep watching our lessons. Keep writing to us. Do not forget subscribe our channel Sada Learning Hub because we have many sessions that would help you to develop our skills, and I will be back soon. Till then you take care. Bye bye.